This is an experiment. I don't know if I'm going to upload this file, but I'm going to make it anyway in the consideration of the possibility that it may lead to unforeseen epiphanies. This proved to be of oceanic spontaneous value. I just gotta learn to relax here. There are so many dozens, in fact hundreds of things that I want to focus on, but I keep thinking in limiting terms that is, you know, not very disempowering. Yes, not very disempowering, very disempowering. And when I feel all hyped to, you know, outreach, but still, you know, have such ridiculously high standards for efficiency and, you know, reaching as many people as possible in a shorter time as possible and focusing on the absolute optimum things. Well, unfortunately, it's counterproductive. It's going to result in insomnia. I just know it. So I gotta learn to just plain relax. That's actually the most important thing, because if I don't, then I'm killing myself by causing insomnia. I'm not going to let that happen again. So as a first practice of that, I will just stand here patiently waiting for awareness to get there of its own thing. And also be totally more than okay with saying sentences that are not grammatically correct. I should just be happy that I'm actually doing this for the first time now. Making honest, authentic, the real me recordings, minus the emotionally shameless, squeaky child, happy heart side, which of course is infinite times over the most enjoyable. So yeah, obviously I'm not comfortable with that yet, but I will be soon, with enough support from people like you, whoever you are, and uploading them and actually sharing them online without being too attached to the concept of overwhelming positive feedback from at least, you know, 30% of the people who I send it to. Not gonna happen. My experience, anyway, yes, I'm glad. That's what matters. I am glad. And whoever you are, I value you. I consider you to be another self, to use the law of one term. And I know that there are some David Wilcock appreciators listening to this, or eventually listening to this. Not that that matters, but not that it doesn't matter either. Everything is everything. We are the one infinite creator. And if you completely disagree, oh well. I'm not gonna try to force anyone to think any way. I fucking promise. Oops, I almost swore. Sorry, people who don't like swearing because you were raised to think that it's evil and displeasing to the Lord. Well, you know what? Maybe you're right. Just for the sake of non-divisionary-ment, I'm going to agree with you without apologizing. This is already slightly fun, because I'm being a little more patient with myself than I often am, especially when I'm trying to figure out what the best thing ever to say is, even though there's way too many thousands of them. You know, many hundreds of them I'm already familiar with, even though I can't recall them in the moment because I have, you know, limited RAM, limited ability to think of lots of things at once, and thus be aware of them. So yeah, this is a good recording, and I'm not going to let my self-judging patterns limit me in this instant. I will now express a interest, that's right, a interest in helping people a lot. To be more, you know, focusing on the good, even though the concept often sounds boring. And you know what? It often is boring to focus on the good. Let's just admit that. Let us refuse to deny it. Now, why would it be boring? Two reasons. One, we're focusing on really cliche stuff that actually is boring, even if it's positive, because it's just way too straightforward and obvious, such as, I'm gonna have a great life. Well, that's not a fact, that's an expectation. I mean, you know, good things that are already true. You know, it's focusing on the good. I have a comfortable bed to sleep in. Boring. I have hundreds and hundreds of extremely beyond good MP3s to listen to that I downloaded illegally. Boring. That one's a little... Did I promise I would make complete sense in this? Well, if I did, then I take it back. I'm setting out to scientifically prove the indeterminate value of unplannedness in this. Well, actually I'm not, but I'm gonna eat something. Help! I need help to become less attached. I am serious about that. Now, I don't just mean that I need help from others, I need help from me too. I need help from both. I mean, that is a fact. I refuse to relax. I will crusade the world now. Have awareness. Please, you must become aware, or else I cannot be happy. You know I'm lying. I'm lying friendlily. Let's make up fake words. Oh yeah, let's make up real words. When's the last time you did that? Okay, I promise. I'm going to leave it on pause for 3 whole minutes while I just stand here being patient. Okay, I took it back. I was only doing that. I only did that for like 15 seconds because I thought of something that was good. And I must share it before I forget it. Because, you know, when you like have a YouTube video and stuff like that you want to share and get lots of views, not because it'll make you more money-ish, but but you know, it just provides, you know that it provides value to others if they choose to indulge in it. All you gotta do is post it in a comment, because YouTube currently actually allows links. It absolutely blows my mind, to use the unbelievably original term, because they used to not, and now they do. It's just inconceivable. I mean, it is so many more times more empowering than it used to be because of that. Of course, you know, there's always the risk of being marked as spam if it is deemed not relevant to the subject at hand, but that's the thing. Just post comments, post a link to your video in a sufficiently perceived as related video. You know, but of course one that has a sizable amount of views, so that a sizable amount of people will see it in the comment. And even then, you know, to really ensure your account safety from being shut down, from being marked as spamming, you could just use another account to post your video. That's all I'm going to say at the moment of that. Yes, of that. So far, this actually hasn't been really uncomfortable for me. I mean, a little. But I refuse to be all over analytical, because that's obviously being negative, but not obvious to those who are. Tell me, do you have an interest in learning to better be able to relax? If so, write that fact down, because you might forget, because I talk about so many things in my recordings. Seriously, if you want to learn how to relax better, which I can't give any guarantees that I can provide you with top quality information immediately, at least anything that comes from my own experience, not that it would have to be, then I would like you to tell me so, because otherwise I have no way of knowing, right? Also, if you enjoy my recordings, please do share them. If you don't, I will be just as happy as if you do, because I refuse to be attached anymore. You owe me nothing. I owe you many things. Why? Because I feel like it. So, getting to better things, humor is severely underrated by me, as all people know, which of course explains the 3000% seriousness displayed by me throughout this file thus far.
Did you know that even when you think you are in darkness...
Hey, why not? Just throw in some random audio. Like I said, don't get too excited for life, or you won't have one, because you won't be able to sleep. I know, I gotta end this file now, because it must be under 10 minutes. You know, you got a job to go to. Not that I don't. Gotta take care of stuff. Oh, bad old stuff. It's always there. If only it would just stop existing for once, right? I could just keep on listening to my recordings for a few more hours. Remember, look at your list of reminders. I can't say that enough, but I can say it too much. Time for me to be more encouraging than ever. You are a good person. You have a smile. Use your smile a lot. Being cliche is good, because when you are being cliche, you're being okay with it, and you're like, well, okay, you're not, but you're not invariably being okay with it just because you're being cliche, but you will. We are enjoyable molecules. Whoa, we actually exist. We are in space. Can you believe that? No. No. Embarrassment is good, because I'm not used to it. Still, after all these years, can you believe that? Doesn't it sound like a fun thing to get used to? If I did, then I'd really learn to let go and not be attached to anything other than immediate survival needs and being non-attached. Alright, get out of here. Go to work. And As I always say, send me your list of needs, just so I'll be aware of them. Or not. If you don't send me a list of needs, I won't wonder why. Hey, if nothing else, just the fact that I was able to generate some laughter of my present cage being, you know, self, physical form, it was something. I'm sorry, but it truly is over. Otherwise you wouldn't have listened to it, right? You would have saw it like, oh no, it's more than 10 minutes, I can't, I just don't, I'll get all wrapped up in it.
Worked with it before, and I understand.
He said it.